Hey, what's up everybody? John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us. Today is a very exciting day. Today is the day we start building our third alpaca barn down near our new pasture. Pepper's very excited about it. Right, Pepper? Yeah, she's good. So I'm now heading down to grab my backhoe. This is going to be built a little bit differently than all the other barns I've built because we are using lumber from the sawmill, lumber that I milled myself, build this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is sort of build a platform for it because it's going to be sort of a take on a post and beam structure. So as opposed to having like studs every 24 inches or 16 inches, we're going to have some 4x4 posts on the corners and halfway through. And then we'll have big beams at the top and the back, or at the top of the front and the back. And those will support the roof structure. And my initial thought was to do board and batten siding, but we have the regular siding on our other barns. We're going to do it with the regular siding. So first step for me is to level out a platform. So I have 4 chunks of logs that I'm going to set up to be like, you know, the overall footprint of it, and then set the posts on top of that. By the way, down here in the flower farm's looking pretty good. Nice and dried out. You see we have our quadrants all set and we're working on getting wood chips in the paths. This I need to clear out here. Thinking maybe we could do that this weekend or on a night this week or something. But anyway, so I'm here, I got the tractor, got the backhoe on. And the reason why I have this is because I know it's gonna be unlevel because it's got a pretty good grade. So I may just wanna dig out where the front part is gonna be just a little bit, and then tamp it down using the backhoe as well. Let's get to work. Okay, so just so you can get sort of an idea of what I'm looking at, this is gonna be, you know, three quarters of the footprint. This will be the front part here. So this will be the tall section, and we'll have a big header up here that goes down to a single pitch peak, much like the barn way over there. It's going to be facing the same direction too. So what you can clearly see is on the back there, it's definitely lower. But I wonder if I should even bother with that because this front part looks pretty level. Yeah, because I mean I basically have. This looks pretty level, just, you know, eyeballing it. I'll throw my level on there, but same thing with that. So maybe instead of digging this out, I'll just add some blocks on the back there. Probably a better idea and better use of my time. All right, so I'm gonna grab the level and see about getting this all set. By the way, it's nice to actually see some green, you know, even though this is just like swamp cabbage or whatever, some, you know, stupid scrub brush, but it's nice to see green out there. It's been such a long and cold winter. It's just nice to see things green again. Trees are starting to get buds and leaves. Short season is coming. All right, let's get to work. All right, so I have most of this laid out here, except for the back one. And so now I went up and I measured my other barn. Got some measurements here on my nice paper. So it's gonna be 16 feet wide at the front and the back. And then it's gonna be 10 foot 6 inches on the sides. The reason for that is the roofing panels are 12 feet long, and in order to have a pitch on them and have some overhang, the walls need to be shorter than 12 feet. So now what I'm gonna do before I set up the back panel there, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna mark out where everything should go on these, because I found that the front here was level and the 2 side pieces just needed a block. One of them needed a little shim to get to level. And So before I lay that last piece down, I just want to mark out where everything is going to go and make sure that the measurements are accurate. All right, so we are back here today. Got my cut station all set up, and we are ready to make our first cut on our own milled lumber. So I'm gonna cut the back posts first. We're gonna put up the two shorter walls. So here and over there, right behind me. We're gonna put up the shorter walls first. So I'm gonna cut, but I'm gonna cut all of the short posts now. So there's gonna be a total of 5 of them. And then we're gonna start putting walls together. I'm very excited. Whew, and a little bit nervous. Here we go. All right, so got 2 walls up here. It's Uncle Rick helping in the background. So yeah, we got 2 walls up. It was a little bit of a to-do to get them all squared. And it's funny, this post right here is just standing flat on that back. So nice to know that that is flat and level. Because nothing's holding that up except for the flatness of that. So good that it's nice and level. And then yeah, so the next thing that we're gonna do, so we squared all the bottoms of the posts basically, so they're the proper width. So next thing we have to do is basically square the tops. So Rick is marking that long board that will screw into this end, and then we'll screw the other end into that end, so that we then know that these 2 pieces are square. And then that'll help us figure out exactly where that needs to go. We'll probably use a string line to make sure that it's perfectly in line, and then we will move on. All right. Well, I am very pleased with our progress today. So most of the framing of the walls is done. Ouch. So we just need another cross brace back here, and then a couple back there. And then we're gonna run one more line of 2x4s around the outside. But I gotta tell you, building a barn using lumber that was sawn by me, it's a pretty rewarding feeling. So I'm excited. This is coming out great. So it's a little bit more work to do today, and then we'll call it a day. All right, guys, so we are pretty much set for today. As you can see, I got all my corner braces in there. We still have some diagonal bracing just in case, but everything is super solid. I can't believe how solid it is, actually. It feels way more sturdy than when I do just regular stick framing, so I'm pretty satisfied with this. You know, it took a little bit of work to get everything level, square, and plumb, and it's still not exact. It's off by about 1 inch or something, but in the end, who really cares? I don't think the alpacas will mind. I think this looks great, and again, I'm super excited that it was all done from wood that I milled myself. It's a very fulfilling job to do. So anyway, thanks to Rick for your help. Thanks everybody for watching. Leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and as always, please subscribe. See you next time.